Hi, this is Tutor Nick P, and this is prepositional phrase 19. The prepositional phrase today is below the belt. Okay, let's take a look here. If we say that something is below the belt, it means that one unfairly targets another person's weakness or vulnerability. If one says something that is below the belt, and we often say somebody says something that's below the belt, that's even more common than just somebody doing something below the belt. He or she says something that is cruel or unfair, or was simply uncalled for, like, it wasn't really necessary to say that. That was, kind of too nasty or not nice. It wasn't called for, it wasn't like maybe the other person was calling you something and you had to return it, so it was simply uncalled for. Okay, let's continue here. The origin of this phrase comes from the world of boxing. The first rules that were set up were the London Prize rules, and were later updated to the Marquis of Queensberry rules in 1867. Both of these rules stated that one was not to hit below the waist. Okay. The term below the belt first appeared in the New York Daily Times in June 1853, or at least that's the earliest finding they can, find of it, really. So even though the rules were from England or London, the actual term below the belt was probably first mentioned in the U.S. in New York. All right, let's continue. And these are 4 examples of how we actually use it today. Number 1, mentioning his child's personal problems was hitting below the belt. I don't know, maybe, they were arguing about something else, and they said something that was more like a personal issue. And, it was kind of unfair that they mentioned this. So somebody might say that was below the belt. You shouldn't really be doing that. Okay. Or number 2 here. I thought this coworker was a friend. However, I found out that she had badmouthed me to the boss. So he would give her the promotion instead of me. That was really hitting below the belt. This is somebody who you thought, I thought we were friends. Why would you do something like that to me? It should be fair whether you get it or I get it. Why would you badmouth? So it's kind of like backstabbing. So you might think that was below the belt. Number 3, that comment about his erectile dysfunction was really below the belt. Okay, well, not everybody should know about this, but maybe somehow some other friend or somebody else knew about it and maybe said it in front of other people, maybe during an argument, maybe they mentioned this. And I don't know what they were arguing about, but it probably had nothing to do with this. So going there and saying those personal things was really kind of below the belt. It was uncalled for. You probably shouldn't have done it. Number 4, I know competition is fierce, but purposely trying to trip another player on the opposing team was below the belt. It's definitely unsportsmanlike. It's not fair rules, fair play. So that's really going too far. Okay, anyway, I hope you got it. Hope it's clear. Thank you for your time. Bye-bye.